Commander Vexthal had seen 100 species fall before the krill swarm. He had watched proud empires burn to ash, their fleets scattered like dust in the void. He expected nothing different from the small, blue planet designated Sol 3. The humans called it Earth. The krill swarm's first wave hit the outer colonies without warning. 300 warships materializing at the edge of the Sol system, their weapons already charged. By every calculation Vexthal's tacticians had run, human resistance would collapse within 72 hours. Their technology was primitive. Their fleet was a fraction of the swarm's size. Their military doctrine, according to intercepted transmissions, had no coherent unified command structure. Dozens of nations, dozens of militaries, no single voice. It should have been over in 3 days. It had been 3 months. Vexthal stood on the bridge of his flagship, watching the tactical display flicker with red warnings. The 7th Krill fleet, his 7th, had just gone dark over a moon called Ganymede. No survivors, no wreckage recovered. Just silence where 300 ships used to be. "Report," he demanded. His sensor officer's mandibles clicked with something Vexthal had never heard in a krill voice before. "Fear. Commander, they didn't retreat. They didn't surrender. The human fleet was outnumbered 11 to 1, and they attacked. All of them, at once. That's not possible. No rational species commits to a battle they cannot win." "Sir, I have the recording." The display lit up with grainy footage pulled from a dying scout drone. Human vessels, small, scrappy things bolted together from a dozen different national designs, were flying directly into the heart of the krill formation. Not around it, not away from it, into it. A voice crackled through on an open, unencrypted channel. Human, male, calm in a way that made Vexthal's blood run cold. "This is Fleet Admiral Reyes, Earth Combined Forces. To the Krill Command, you have 3 months of data on us now. You know we don't run. You know we don't stop. So let me save you some time. We're not doing this because we think we'll win today. We're doing this because every ship you lose today is a ship you don't have tomorrow. And there's a lot of tomorrows left. Reyes, out." The footage ended in a wall of static and fire. Vexthal had led the swarm for 40 cycles. He had processed the death cries of 1,000 species who begged, bargained, and finally broke. Humanity had never once asked for terms. He pulled up the casualty reports his own intelligence officers had compiled, reports he had been avoiding. Human losses were staggering, entire cities glassed, colonies wiped from star charts. By any measure, the war should have broken them a dozen times over. Instead, human shipyards were producing warships faster with every passing week. Their tactics grew sharper, meaner, more unpredictable. They had turned merchant vessels into bombers, turned mining lasers into weapons, turned a species that had only left its own solar system for 60 years into the single most dangerous enemy the krill swarm had faced in 10,000 years of conquest. "Commander," his second-in-command said quietly, "the Council is asking for a status update on the Sol campaign." Vexthal stared at the tactical display, red icons, krill losses, outnumbered blue ones 3 to 1. And still, Earth's remaining fleet held position at the edge of their home system, not retreating, not negotiating, waiting. He thought of the recording. "There's a lot of tomorrows left." For the first time in 40 cycles of conquest, Vexthal understood real fear. "Tell the Council," he said slowly, "that we need to talk about a ceasefire." His second-in-command hesitated. "Sir, the swarm has never sought peace with a species we can still defeat." Vexthal turned from the display, his voice quiet. "Can we still defeat them, truly?" Silence answered him, and in that silence, 40 cycles of certainty finally cracked. Somewhere past the edge of the Sol system, human shipyards kept building, human pilots kept training, and on an open channel that the krill had learned, at great cost, never to ignore, Fleet Admiral Reyes' words kept echoing, "There's a lot of tomorrows left."